Welcome to Kindness Stories, where the strength of kindness and the courage to stand up against cruelty inspire change. If you believe in justice, strength, and redemption through kindness, then you're in the right place. Get ready for a powerful story that will stay with you long after it's over. Maya had always been the quiet girl. In the chaos of high school hallways, she was the one who clutched her books tight, kept her head down, and stayed as invisible as she could. She had transferred to Lincoln High School only 2 weeks ago, but it felt like she'd been there for years, enduring silent stares, snickers behind her back, and most recently, outright bullying. Her calm demeanor, shy nature, and lack of designer clothes made her the perfect target for those who thrive on cruelty. But what they didn't know was that Maya had a past to life before Lincoln High, one she had buried deep and was trying to forget, one filled with pain, strength, and ultimately power. Get started on a rainy Monday. Maya had just walked into the girls' bathroom when she saw them: Rachel, Lindsay, and Brianna, the self-proclaimed queens of the school. They were known for their looks, their money, and their cruel entertainment, humiliating others. Maya turned around to leave, but it was too late. Well, if it isn't Miss Mew Mouse. Rachel sneered. Where you going, new girl? Brianna laughed, stepping in front of the door. Yeah. Don't you want to be part of the school's welcoming committee? Lindsay chimed in, holding up a pair of scissors with a wicked grin. Maya's heart pounded. She backed away, her breath quickening, but her silence only fed their mockery. You look like you cut your own hair anyway, Rachel said. We'll help you fix it. They grabbed her. Maya struggled, but didn't scream. One of them yanked her backpack off. Another held her arms. She felt cold steel against her scalp. And then the sound snipped. Her long black hair fell to the ground in thick clumps. Her eyes welled up with tears, not just from the humiliation, but from the memories it triggered, ones she had worked so hard to suppress. When they were done, the girls laughed and took pictures, tossing her hair on the floor like trash. Next time, maybe you'll think twice before dressing like an old grandma, Brianna said. They walked out, high-fiving each other. Maya stood there, trembling, pieces of her identity lying all around her. But something snapped in her, not in rage, but in resolve. She picked up her chopped hair and put it in a paper towel. Then she walked to the mirror. Her reflection stared, backbroken but alive. That part of her she had buried, the one from her old life, began to rise. Back in her hometown, Maya had been a Muay Thai prodigy. She started training at the age of 6 under her uncle, a retired national champion. She had fought in tournaments across Asia, winning gold medals and titles. But after her mother died in an accident, she gave it all up, moved to a new city, tried to be normal, but normal didn't protect her. Strength did. She went home that day and opened the box she had stored in the back of her closet. Inside were her wraps, gloves, and medals. She put on the gloves and stood in front of the mirror again. This was not about revenge. This was about never being a victim again. For the next 2 weeks, Maya trained in secret. After school, she went to a local gym and reconnected with her old self. Her body remembered what her mind had tried to forget: the precision, the power, the focus. She felt herself growing stronger, not just physically, but emotionally. But fate had another test for her. It was Friday afternoon. School was buzzing. About the pep rally, Maya walked through the halls in a hoodie, trying to go unnoticed. Her hair was now in a short, jagged bob. She didn't care about looks anymore. She cared about standing tall. Suddenly, a voice rang out behind her. Yo, freaks ho, you forgot your mop. Rachel threw a bundle of Maya's hair on the floor in front of everyone. Laughter exploded in the hallway. Maya looked down at the hair, then back at Rachel. She walked up to her slowly, ignoring the phones filming the scene. You think humiliating people makes you strong? Maya asked quietly. Rachel blinked. What did you say? Maya repeated, louder. You think this makes you powerful? Better than being pathetic, Rachel said, smirking. Maya stepped closer, looked her dead in the eye. You're not strong. You're scared. Scared that if people stop fearing you, there's nothing left. The crowd went silent. Even Rachel looked stunned. And then Brianna shoved Maya from behind. Don't talk to her like that. Asterisk Maya didn't fall. She turned around, her stance suddenly shifting into something fluid and alert. The gym training kicked in. Years of muscle memory surged. Asterisk you want to fight? Brianna laughed. Asterisk Maya didn't answer, but her eyes said everything. Asterisk Brianna swung first, a wild punch aimed at Maya's face. Maya ducked, sidestepped, and in one swift motion, delivered a leg sweep that knocked Brianna to the ground. Asterisk gasps filled the hall. Asterisk Rachel lunged, but Maya blocked her punch and grabbed her arm, twisting it behind her back before pushing her gently against the lockers. Asterisk I don't want to hurt you, Maya whispered, but I won't let you hurt me again. Asterisk she let Rachel go and stepped back. No more fists, no revenge, just clarity. Asterisk the principal arrived moments later, having heard the commotion. Security came running. Phones were confiscated. Maya was sent to the office, but so were the others. Asterisk over the weekend, the videos leaked despite the school's attempt to contain them, but they didn't show Maya attacking anyone. They showed her defending herself. The internet exploded. Asterisk comments poured in. Asterisk this girl is a warrior. Asterisk finally, someone shut those bullies up. Asterisk she didn't fight for fame. She fought for dignity. Asterisk by Monday, everything had changed. Asterisk Rachel, Lindsay, and Brianna were suspended for assault and cyberbullying. Maya was called into the principal's office again, but this time, not for punishment. He said the school board had reviewed the footage and her record. Given the circumstances, she wouldn't face any consequences. Asterisk more than that, students began to approach her differently. Asterisk thank you for standing up. Asterisk you're the bravest person here. Asterisk you made me feel like I could speak up to. Asterisk a few days later, the school started a new anti-bullying initiative, and Maya was invited to speak at the assembly. Asterisk she stood at the podium, hands slightly shaking, but voice strong. Asterisk I didn't come here to be a fighter, she said. I came here to forget the girl I used to be, but that girl is why I'm standing here today. Not because she could kick or punch, but because she learned how to stand up for herself without becoming like the people who tried to break her. Asterisk she paused. Asterisk strength isn't about hurting others. It's about protecting the part of yourself that refuses to be small. Asterisk the auditorium erupted in applause. Asterisk months passed. Maya started a self-defense club for students who felt powerless. She taught them not just how to fight, but how to believe in themselves. She made friends, real ones. She smiled more, laughed. Asterisk she wasn't invisible anymore, but more importantly, she wasn't afraid. Asterisk Rachel and the others eventually returned to school, quieter, more reserved. They never bothered Maya again. In fact, one day after class, Rachel approached her. Asterisk I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, she said, looking down. You didn't deserve that. Asterisk Maya studied her for a moment, then nodded. Asterisk thank you, she replied. Asterisk kindness didn't mean weakness. Forgiveness didn't mean forgetting, but it meant letting go. Asterisk and Maya had let go of fear. Asterisk she had found something stronger. Asterisk herself. Asterisk thank you for watching Kindness Stories. If Maya's courage moved you, share this video to remind others that even in the face of cruelty, strength and kindness can coexist. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. Until next time, stand tall, speak up, and choose kindness. Asterisk.